Hi guys, I hope you're all having a great day so far. My name's Lucy and we're back for more stitching. Um, Today we're working again on my reading lady because, as I already talked about a little bit, I really want to have a new start, but I'd feel better if I had this finished by Christmas before I start anything else, which seems like a big thing, you know. But actually, I've done quite a bit in like 4 days. I'm gonna show you this right now because I am quite surprised actually. I'm gonna yeah show you my chart because everything that you see that is beneath the black line is what I've done in like the last couple of days, which, like, look at this. If I can't continue like this, I'm gonna have this finished at the end of the month. So I really want to have this finished and done and like nicely, yeah, framed as soon as possible. So here we are, basically. So yeah, there's still a big chunk of this left to be done. As you can see, I managed to come close to have a full diagonal. I basically, like, yeah, I'm not too far from having it converted to diagonal stitching. So yeah, that's the quick update about where we are on this piece. Sorry for my big fat thighs. um, and yeah, we're gonna get started. This diagonal is basically the last one that I don't want to say that is interesting because it's been kind of a pain doing this. It's really like confetti heavy, and as you can see, I have lots and lots of spare threads on the side there because I just keep starting and ending threads all the time. So let me zoom you in quickly. Ooh, not that much, not that. This is good. And yeah, so we're gonna start up there. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah, so I've been working on it non-stop for like 3 or 4 days, and I must say that I completely fell in love again with it. I don't know what it is. It's just that kind of, now that I can see her face and, you know, feel the picture coming together, and the whole vibe, like it's calm and soft, and, you know, it just makes me want to stitch on that all the time. And because it's going quite quickly as well, not gonna lie, it is a good thing. Plus, what is this? Plus, yesterday, so my boyfriend made me a surprise and came over for the weekend, and I didn't know about it. He basically plotted against me with a friend of mine, and that it was super nice and cute. So yesterday we went to a like crafting shop, and I bought some frames for the Let's Have Coffee piece and this one as well. Plus, I initiated a friend of mine who's really not crafty at all, like not needlework, not a needlework crafter. a needle worker, you may say, and I initiated her to cross stitch, and so she made me a little baby Yoda embroidery, which is super cute, and because it is tiny, I needed to buy a frame for that as well. So that's what I did yesterday. So I opted for kind of, yeah, really simple frames. Just it is, I believe it is aluminum. So this one will be kind of goldy, but it isn't like gold, you know what I mean. It is kind of desaturated, and yeah, because there are a lot of yellows and oranges, and overall the picture is quite warm, so I thought that a golden frame would be nice. I could have done with like dark wood, but I don't know. This one, the aluminum golden one, was seemed a bit more appropriate, and I took the same. I picked the same one, but in silver for the Let's Have Coffee one, because it is colder. Like you have blues and greens, a little bit of yellow, but still I thought that, yeah, it is very white and blue, so I thought that it would be nicer with a silver frame. And if it doesn't do, no big deal. It will be used anyway for something else maybe. So yeah, that's nice. That's a nice thing. And because I have the frame, it is even more like, isn't enticing the word I'm looking for? I don't think so. You know, it makes me want to stitch and finish it even faster. Don't know if you ever had this feeling, having everything ready to frame your work, even if it's not finished. It makes you want to finish it faster. I feel like it's pretty funny. And if I manage to finish this, it will be my first ever FFO, and that would be an accomplishment. I already finished pieces, but they were so tiny I don't even consider them as finished pieces. It's I did something. I cross-stitched a little plant for a friend of mine who was gonna move to another country for the year, and I wanted her to have a little piece of friendship to take with her, and so I made her a little plant, and I wanted to frame it myself, which wasn't really that complicated. I used double-sided tape and really tightened it again around the, you know, the back piece of the frame, the back cardboard thing. I'm gonna finish this thread because it is too small. Yeah, I thought I was so smart doing it myself, and then I realized that I taped it backwards, meaning that, you know, the little thing on which the frame leans when you're just putting it, when you're not hanging it, well, it was going upward when the when the picture was you know, if you wanted the picture to be to be in the right where I am I doing something wrong? Yes, I am. Well, you know what I mean. It was all backwards. So that I didn't feel so smart anymore. Actually, yeah, that was a big. We laughed a lot. Let's just leave it at that. We laughed a lot. So that was my last experience framing something. So be sure that I'm gonna check again and again and again that everything is in the right position and direction before I tape anything to anything. Funny stories. Yeah. Just a big area of filling in there. Sorry. So yeah. What's new for you guys? Not much happening in my life these days. I'm probably gonna receive my business cards today. So happy about that. Oh. And honestly, I don't have much to say today. Just wanted to update you quickly about this piece and what I've been doing, but I haven't been doing that much. I cross stitch. I can't get out of my head this idea of starting the chart that I made last time. Basically thinking about it every day and having my cart ready on the website that I want to order everything in isn't helping me at all. Because I know I just have to fill in the information and order it. It's as simple as that. So it's not easy to control myself. I really want to have this new start, but you know, it is a little bit expensive. Isn't as expensive as if as yeah, I could have, you know, I could have bought a designer chart and went to my local shop to buy all the floss and stuff, and I would have paid for like twice the price that I'm supposed to pay on the website that I picked. So I mean, it isn't as expensive as it could be, but still, it must be like €70, something like this. It's okay for a new start, but because it's a big piece, so it's worth the price and worth the hours of fun and stitching that I'm gonna have. I'm sorry for the background noise again. I know. And yeah, it's a bit of an investment. And I have plenty of things to work on already, but I really want to. It's like I'm trying to control a child inside of my head who's like throwing tantrums. Do you know what I mean? Do you ever experience that? It's like a 6-year-old. It's like, yeah, I want that. Give it to me right now. Oh, fudge. I'm sorry, but my thread exited the eye of the needle. Oh no, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Doo -doo -doo -doo. Yeah, I usually like the sun, but not when I'm stitching because it's so hot. I should probably mark my chart before I get lost. Oh. No, not that. So yeah, forever thinking about this new song that I might have if I'm behaving reasonably, which might not last. Okay, I'm sure that you know exactly what I'm going through, and I'm sure you know how hard it is to control your impulses, right? Plus, I forgot to tell you, when we were at the crafting store yesterday, I bought something that will make my life so much easier. You know how people have stands to cross stitch usually? Well, I'm not one of those people. I don't have a stand because when I looked for one, it was crazy expensive, so I didn't want that. However, my mom found a technique which is genius, because my mom is a cross stitcher as well, and well, she uses clamps to tighten her work onto a table, and I thought that was a great idea, but I hadn't anything like this at home. And so yesterday I thought about it and I was like, oh yeah, I need one of those, because with a Q snap, you know, it can be, I usually lean the frame on my knees. So I'm like my back against a wall or a chair, and my knees are like, you know, up, and so I can lean the frame on my knee and have one leg down so that my hand on the back can move freely. But it's comfortable when I'm in my bed, but it isn't when I'm on a chair. So usually what I would do on a chair and a table is lean them, just put the frame on the table, like lean the top of it on the table. And this worked, but sometimes, you know, it would slip, it would just move around, and it wasn't comfortable that much, because you need to find the right angle and stuff. And so with the clamp, I just need to like to tighten like the corner of the frame to the table, to the desk, and then I'm all good and I'm ready to go. So it was a genius idea, and I paid that like 8 euros. Good deal, very, very good deal. And I can't wait to work like this, because I didn't have the opportunity to try it that much. So I think that I'm going to do that this week. The thing is that I can't record when I'm on the desk, because the lighting isn't that good, and my dad is there, so I can't talk. Well, I would be embarrassed to talk, and yeah, even in my room, the desk is quite a bit away from the window, and I'm afraid that you're not gonna see anything that I'm doing. So that's not that cool. What? Yes, I am doing that, and it is right. Well, when I'm talking, sometimes I just start filling in without thinking, and then realizing that I've done 300 stitches wrong. Yay. So yeah, this clamp is gonna change my life. If you haven't tried that, it is very, very useful and cheap, and cool to have. I have one of those big ones that can really like tighten a quite a large or a thick surface. So that's really, really helpful. I don't think those tiny ones that just look like not pins, but you know what I mean, hair clamps. I don't think those would have been thick enough, like the opening of the kind of mouth of the clamp wouldn't be wide enough. So I preferred going for the big one. Plus, if I ever have the need to have the big one, I wouldn't miss the big one. The big one can do wide and not wide. You know what I mean? So yeah, that will be life-changing. Great idea. Thank you, Mom. Oh, well, I made a mistake again. Whatever. Oh no. Lost my thread again. I'm just gonna cut it. I don't even care. I'm not rethreading 2 centimeters long thread. Don't have any blue. You all cross stitch purists. Cross stitch Puritans are gonna scream at that. And you know what? I don't care at all. Sorry, but I really can't find anything to tell you guys. You should really just ask me questions in the comments so that I can answer them. Because even like the personality tags that I can find on the internet are quite boring, so even just send me links that I can check out. Maybe that'd be interesting. Right. Oh no, I hate when it does that. When it just slips behind a thread of the fabric. I mean, I should anticipate this kind of thread behavior, but I'm too lazy to even think about it. Oh, I watched a documentary about parrots. Not parrots, pirates. And it was really interesting. Because I watched it in French, I can't even tell you any names or any names or events that I found interesting, which is a shame. I just realized that. Would Barbe Noire be Blackbeard? That'd be quite logical, but you never know. Why am I doing that? Oh yeah. Wow. He was crazy. Crazy also how you think that pirates were like barbarians, when in fact they were quite like ahead of their time, really. don't get me wrong, they were criminals. But they had democratic rules and they voted and stuff. That was kind of surprising to me. Should really like adjust the camera there. And I think that, yeah, this was one that I missed. Yeah, I realized watching the footage of one of my previous videos that I was kind of confusing when I was talking about making mistakes and leaving them in. And what I meant is that when I'm misplacing a stitch in a definite area, it isn't that bad. Which is bad. What is bad is when you add or completely miss a stitch. When you add one is the worst case scenario. Because adding a stitch doesn't just mean adding a stitch, it means adding a whole row and a whole column of stitches on your chart entirely. What you can do about it is, if it is like, if you don't want to frog it and frog everything that you've misplaced, well, you can leave it in. And if it is in an area which isn't like central, for example, if I add a stitch around there, it would shift, it would add a whole column and a whole row, or like on the whole piece, and it would look odd, it will look weird. However, if it was in this area, which is just like a glass window in the background, and it is abstract, nothing it really is represented here, there, so it wouldn't be that bad to add a column or a row in there. It would be okay. What you can do is leave your row in and miss another one that is already in your chart. So basically you're replacing it by another row that is actually there. That's usually my best option. I did it on the Let's Have Coffee one, because it was on the newspaper parts, which is quite abstract as well. I had a problem because I started a row below the edge line at the top, instead of starting like in the continuity. I started one row below, and when I realized that, I really cursed myself, because it was so like pure lack of attention, and really could have been disastrous if it wasn't on this part. It would have been, yeah, would not have been nice. So I want the eye symbol, just this one. And yeah, so you can do that, or you can frog all of it. But if you're staying in the 10 by 10 square or 10 by 10 area, whatever area you're working with, you stay in that area and just misplace a stitch, you can just replace you know, like switch two stitches together isn't that bad, as long as you're not adding or removing stitches. That's not what you want. That's complicated to get away with. We've been rudely interrupted, and I completely forgot what I was gonna say. I was talking about misplacing stitches. This is a nightmare. We're entering a quite confetti heavy area. Oh yeah, by the way, do you have any advice on washing your finished pieces? Because I know that a lot of people would recommend washing before you frame, because you know that the piece can kind of accumulate dirt and stuff. So do you have any advice on that? Because I never washed a single piece, so I'd be curious if there's you know, a particular temperature that you're supposed to wash it in, or you know, particular products. I really have no idea how you're supposed to do that, and I think that I'm gonna be pretty terrified of of plunging my thousands of hours of work into water and dish soap and stuff. That would be terrifying to me. So yeah, if you have any advice about that, I'd be very grateful. I wasn't going to wash my quote-unquote FFOs. They were so tiny, like there are a couple of cactuses, but they are like 10 by 10 stitches, you know what I mean? They are tiny, tiny, tiny. So, did I say cactuses instead of, isn't cactus already the plural and cacti is the singular? I don't know. Then this will be a pretty silent stitch with me. I'm really trying to think about something to say, but my life is so boring. 21 and already a grandma. So, yeah. All right. So, oh no. Missed a stitch. Yay. I have a blue and a grey that are really similar. And yeah, I made a mistake. That wasn't the right color. I always struggle to tell them apart. Wow, maybe we're gonna do 300 stitches today. That'd be cool. If I manage to finish this following area in 15 minutes. I mean, if I'm not talking, it's easily doable. Thing is, I'm really trying to think of something, so I'm distracting myself, basically. Ah. Duck, duck, duck. Oh no. 2, 3, 1, 2. Why am I leaving threads that are that short? Why am I parking them? It's a pain to rethread the needle. That isn't there. You. Again, why are you so short? And only one stitch. I hate that. You know what? I'm gonna park it again. Oh, it's so warm in there. My fingers are sweating. And it's disgusting. I'd like to have the fan in there, but it's gonna make too much noise. Whoa, sorry. Again, that's it. The weather really can't make up its mind today. It's sunny, and then it's cloudy, and then it's cold, and then it's hot. It's like we're in England. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about in an earlier video. When you're doing a pin stitch like me and the tail kind of starts to slip like this, like, do not want to go up from that hole, because I might bring with me the tail that is starting to get out. So I want to go down, and you see it's already kind of coming down again. So yeah, that's what you want to do. Um, um, can't believe I am this close to finish this piece. I should have worked on it during the summer. And then I could have had a new start before Christmas. Mistakes were made. Regrets were had. No, it's okay. But I'm happy I'm working on it again. The color palette is really nice. And the chart is pretty alright. Like, even though I have those area of confettis, I have big blocks of solid colors. So that's quite nice. And because I work, that's why I wanted to work on the diagonal, because I have a little bit of everything in the same diagonal, and so, you know, you can vary a bit. Vary. Don't know how you pronounce it. Vary? Probably. Again! It slips in between the weave. Have we had a single video together where there wasn't any background noise? It's seems to be a recurring it's like a running gag, right? Plus, it's not only the tools of the workers, because, like I said, they're redoing the facade of they're sanding it, the facade of the building next to mine. It's not only the tools that are noisy, but the people who are working there scream all day long. They're talking really loudly, even if their tools aren't working, if everything is silent, they're screaming and talking really loudly. That's kind of annoying. It's been more than a week now, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3, I don't even remember. And I don't think I've had a single day without hearing the like the piercing and the sanding and the, I don't know what they're doing, but it's really loud. Plus the windows in my apartment aren't well isolated. It's like single, how would you say it? You know how windows have double glass, like it's two panes of glass. Well, mine is only one, so it isn't as isolating at all. It's an old building and we've never had the chance to change the windows. So everything that's happening outside I can hear very, very clearly. Quick shout out to my neighbor who can't seem to stop putting very, very loud music every now and then, like at 2 a.m. And yeah, and I can hear him perfectly. That's nice. Plus it's not like it's not even music to me, it's noise and like really heavy loud bass, you know, boom 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 boom, this kind of thing. try to sleep with that. Yeah, that's a challenge, my friends. A challenge. Even with headphones you can still hear that. It's madness. And I can't understand how some people think that it's okay. I'm in an apartment complex. If you chose to live there, it's that you know, you've understood, you know that you have neighbors, right? It's an apartment. People are gonna live there, and putting music that loud at these kind of hours is so disrespectful. I don't even have the words. I mean, can't you? Would you like me to do that? I don't think you would. Honestly, I might do it if he does it again. I just might put some really loud heavy metal and see how he likes it. But on the other hand, I don't want to be disrespectful to my other neighbors. So, yeah. Should choose a more passive-aggressive approach to the problem. Maybe buy some cheap headphones and put them in his mailbox with a nice message, like I don't know. If you don't know what they are, this is headphones. These are headphones, you know. You can listen to your music as loudly as you can without bumming your neighbors out. Yay. What? Wow, technology has come so far, isn't it? What an asshole. Yeah, this stitch will be technical. I did manage to come up there without splitting the threads, but oh no, that's looking alright. Look, I'm gonna go down in there again. I'm trying not to come up around the stitch that is problematic, and then yeah, come down again. See, that's the technique. And then I'll come down again in this hole, meaning that I need to come up there without splitting any threads, hopefully. Yeah, and come down again. Are you seeing that slipping pin stitch? Because I'm not. Yay. Point taken for Lucy. Yeah, wherever a hole seems suspicious to me, like I can see a little tail coming out of it, I prefer just to be, you know, careful with it and try to come down in this hole so that I'm not bringing up any tails or loose threads or loops that I might have in the back that I wouldn't have felt. And that's basically it. Okay, I'm filling in this area and then we're gonna be done. Oh, it's already more than an hour. These videos are gonna be longer every time. Do you prefer the longer videos, or would you like them better if they were like just half an hour long? Tell me in the comments what you prefer. But I wanted to thank you guys as well, because you've been really nice and so supportive. Some of you are telling me that they really like to stitch with me or to watch me stitch, and I wanted to thank you all because it is like very heartwarming for me. I really love to see your comments and answer them, and yeah, thank you so much for watching and for spending time with me. That's nice. I hope that you enjoy stitching with me. I mean, I'm doing them so that you can enjoy them. So it's nice to see that they are appreciated for the purpose that they had, you know. I hope it helps you relax, and yeah, I can see how after a hard day of work, sitting down with your stitching and having the stitching frog in the background to make you laugh or tell you stupid things, it's cool. I'm guilty of that myself. Obviously I don't listen to myself, that would be weird. But I do listen to Flosstubers every now and then, and I try to catch up on the live streams of some of my favorite Flosstubers, like my two favorites might be Teresa, Little Stitcher, and the Stitchy Witch. I just love their personalities and their vibe, you know. When you hop on the live stream, on their live streams, it's always a good time. And yeah, they inspired me, let's say. I'm not quite as entertaining as they are, but I do stitch. and that's it. Yay, we're almost done. Wow, we've done quite a bit. Quite impressive. I can't see if I'm in frame. Yes, I am. It's been a hot minute since I last looked at my phone with the and checked the framing and stuff. Yay, we've done it. 300 stitches. That's not bad at all. I'm gonna continue stitching on this during the for the morning, and then I'll stop and crochet and finish correcting the pattern that I was talking about earlier. And yeah, that's it. Wow, guys, that's a lot of progress in there. Look at this. That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm proud of us. We've done well. Look at this. That's nice. I moved it so that I can work on this a little bit easier, which is, sorry, I just burped. Which is kind of a shame because I liked it. I liked having the whole piece on the frame and seeing her face and stuff. But yeah, it's a little bit more tricky. So yeah, we're there, and the sun is starting to roast me alive. So I'm gonna end this video here and wish you a great, wonderful, and lovely, nice rest of your day. And I will see you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.